Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're looking live at the Calamity Jones Hour. I'm Mandy Jones, the comedian. As always, hear my neck crack. As always, with me is my husband, Glenn. He's not here right now. He's here in spirit. He's working right now. He's bringing in the bucks. So it's just me. Sorry, guys. This is May 28th, 2021, and this is the 37th episode of this show. If you found this show, please share the show. Please share the show. We do this show every Friday, but I actually have to make an announcement because next Friday I'm actually going to be doing a live performance. So I will not be doing the Calamity Jones Hour next week. I wanted to make that announcement on this show so you guys understand that I'm only going to do this show with very special guests. I'm not going to put pressure on this show like we do on The Wildflowers. The Wildflowers is a show we do every Wednesday. That's every week. But in the Calamity Jones Hour was every Friday, but we're going to skip next Friday. And I'll keep you guys posted as the Fridays come, whether we will be here or not. Because we're not going to do it unless we have an awesome guest. So, like I said, we're just not going to put the same pressure. And since things are opening back up, thank the Lord, I do have the opportunity to be doing some live shows. So I'm going to be taking some producers up on that as well. Please share the show. Like I said, share the show. And you should subscribe to Mandy Jones, the comedian, on YouTube. I'm also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, if you listen to your podcasts and don't like to watch them. Bruno's saying good evening. Good evening, Bruno. I saw you shared that earlier, Bruno. Thank you. He shared the post. Robin DeVito saying hello. Hi, Robin. So I do have some upcoming shows. Saturday coming up, May 29th, that's tomorrow. I will be in Bohemia at Round 2 on 6/4, a week from today. On Friday, I will be at Bohemia, McGuire's at Bohemia. You got to check us out. I just put the ticket link up on my Facebook earlier again because they're at full capacity. So that show is about to be sold out, but now we have more tickets. So that is awesome. The following Saturday, which is June 5th, if you could believe that shit, I will be in East Meadow at Coaster's Tavern for Vagisilly, put on by Kristen Tinsley. That's an all-ladies lineup with a male host and a male closer. And then the following Monday, which is June 7th, there's a free comedy show produced by Bonnie and I over in West Hempstead. You got to get down to G's Club. If you are a comedian, we are incentivizing comedians to come down to that show, put your name in a hat, and you get a chance to perform that night. So come, there's no cover, and you may get to perform. Also, I will be in Babylon on June 12th. And the show I just mentioned about Bonnie and I on that Monday, that's going to be the first Monday of every month. So comedians, come on down. My Aunt Nora is saying, hey, kid. Hey, Aunt Nora. I think we're going to bring on our guest in just a moment. I told him I'd buy him some time. We got a couple people in the house, but I think he's ready, right? You're about ready? You got that? You want to put that thing on you?
Yeah, we good.
We good? All right, cool. So yeah, guys, we're about to do this. So this is actually, we're making history tonight because this is my oldest friend that's ever been on the podcast. We've known each other since grade school, hung out in middle school, and are still friends to this day, pushing 31, my friend, and now yours, Malcolm Widener. Woo! Do you want to clip that on you?
Yeah, you clipped yours up.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, yeah. I know you don't want to get the graphics messed up on the shirt because that shirt is dope, yo.
No, it's good.
You are always rocking the dope. That's band merch, I'm assuming, right? What's that shirt say?
It's a New York hardcore band. Everybody gets hurt.
Everybody gets hurt. And you are a huge fucking hardcore fan.
Yeah, that's it's probably my favorite thing. Yeah.
For people that do not know hardcore music, this guy is can be found in the pit, being the Mosh Pit, which is we used to go to live music events, but that's where you and I strayed because you would not only be in the mosh pit, but you also crowd surfed. A lot.
Yeah, stage dive,
Stage dive, yeah. You have so much fun at a going to a live event with you is so much fun. Dude, I remember you came back from Warped Tour. I didn't go, but you were like, I crowd surfed to the bathroom. Like you're like, yo, like put me up, and they crowd surfed you out.
Yeah, because Warped Tour used to be punk, and like that's how I got into this shit. When I was 13, my friend Roy from the Frantics and Mastic, he brought me to Brooklyn, the Knitting Factory, and I saw right away, yeah, fuck good Charlotte, homie. Like that shit ain't punk, man.
Yeah. Your eyes got widened.
No, we saw the Unseen in Defiance, and yeah, it was just like,
oh yeah, you probably cried when you got home.
Yeah, it was just like,
I'm a changed man.
I was like, this is what's up, yeah, but yeah, shout out the Frantics.
Hell yeah. Well, we gotta mention that you're visiting from Cali.
Oh yeah. I lived in Los Angeles 7 years. 7
years.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Scraping to get by,
yeah.
But it's worth it,
Yeah.
At the end of the day, then just move into a lazy state, or just I don't know. It's worth the grind. The amount of culture that's there, the amount of food, shows, like.
Yeah, because I saw that during the pandemic, you were actually putting some shows together out there, right?
No, that was in November.
Or that was right before shit got fucked up.
Yeah, I would not. No, a lot of people got shade like during the pandemic. Like, shit, some kids in where was it? Shaker's Pub on Long Island. They tried throwing a show.
Yo, that was the first place I ever did stand-up comedy. Yo, what?
So these fools threw a show, but they went around the governor's shit, and it's like, you had to buy a chili cheese dog to enter,
Yeah.
Yeah, so they got a lot of shade from like the OGs, yeah.
Right, because they're like, yeah, because the thing that people start talking about is like, you're gonna get the performers sick, you're gonna get kids who don't know any better, they're gonna go out to see a show. If your dudes are fucking performing down the block from you, you're gonna fucking go. So like, I could see why the older dudes were like, yeah, you're setting like a poor example. Like I did some like over the summer, we did outside comedy events where like, honestly, thank God nobody got sick, or nobody claimed that they got sick leaving my house, but we were like, people, like everyone was doing masks or however they felt comfortable. And hopefully this summer will be even more because, everyone's like, not everyone, but people are vaccinated and people are feeling a little safer, I think.
Yeah, that's the savior. Because even, a month ago, I was still in LA, but Madball played and they got a lot of shade on their comments. People were saying, NYHC, now you have COVID, so like it's still... It's still a little shaky, but it's getting there because in September in LA, Terragram Ballroom that's fully inside is booking shows again. So it's getting a lot better.
All right. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And I know, and especially in like that scene, I can imagine like, because we were like, why can't we do comedy? Because we're like all sitting down and people are like, hardcore shows, people fucking have their shirts off. Everyone's sweating. Fucking maybe blood is fucking being exchanged. Especially if people are punching each other in the fucking face. That's like your fucking bloody knuckle eyeball. That's like fucking COVID. Like that's like how COVID started, Brian. Fuck that bat fucking theory. Fucking COVID came out of a hardcore show.
I looked up the bat theory. I don't know. Let's not get into that.
No, I'm not a fucking scientist. Marsha Fitzpatrick's saying hello. What up, Marsha? And she's tagging people. I'll probably to watch the show. Hell yeah, I love it. Yeah, so you got a couple of things on your piece of paper. You got a couple talking points, which I really appreciate because not everyone comes to my show prepared. Most people just fucking expect me to do all the fucking work. So what did you have on your list there?
Well, I mean, I mainly tried to choose positive things,
Right,
like,
right.
I'm not a hater, but if some comes up, like
it's so hard to not fucking. It's so hard not to get sucked into the negativity.
So this for all my homies that didn't move from New York, and moved to Florida and try to flex it, like, oh, we moved to paradise with half rent. This for my homies in Los Angeles too. It's why is it so expensive to live in California and New York.
Oh, okay. Why it fucking well, it really does suck. The fucking food, everything, just the cost
Yeah, no,
of
it's unfortunate, but it's like the amount of culture, good foods, diversity, because it's like it's just great, like having either Mexican food or pizza, and not just going out to TGI Fridays in the desert, and accepting that, So I understand that it has a lot to do with culture, because I've seen bands from Japan come to LA, like and they might not go to the Midwest, and it's no shade at those fools, that grew up out there, but if you want to move to Florida from New York and flex that shit, like that's not cool to me.
it's not an upgrade.
Yeah, it's not cool to me.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think a lot of people also have this like destination fucking addiction, they call it, where they think they're gonna move out of like you're gonna move out of state or you're gonna move somewhere and your problems are gonna be fixed. And that's like not the case at all with like I could see why that's why people and also I think people also maybe like I don't know, maybe I don't know. I honestly you gotta think that people are not doing shit at you. Like even though they fucking people are, like I know what you mean by the flexing. Like I don't know particularly.
Oh, no,
I don't know exactly who you're talking about, but I know what you're talking about.
I'm not name dropping the whole podcast. All I'm saying is, there's certain people
Just the first half.
Yeah, when I had Facebook, they made a status like, "Oh, we moved to paradise. Fuck New York." Like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, don't forget your roots, dude.
Yeah.
Don't forget where you fucking came from.
Enjoy Orlando. Enjoy your summer, homie. Like,
yeah. Enjoy fucking Miami in fucking August. Ever do that shit? Because my dad brought me to fucking Miami in fucking the summertime one time, and Dylan wanted to fucking die. We are too white. Our family is too white to be out in the fucking sun like that. And my dad's like, yeah, we're going to go when it's mad cheap, dog. Like, and it was the worst fucking trip. I remember even the ocean was too warm to swim in. We were like, we need to be in the AC. Like, you can't even be outside.
Yeah, that's the summer, because, it's just crazy, but, yeah, I don't know. Let's, next up, we got the pandemic.
Yeah, well, I think some positives came out of the pandemic. I mean, what were people doing? I mean, because you guys are, I mean, there's like, it's odd because in the comedy community, there's a lot of fucking redhead, like I'm talking conservative fucking pig loving people, and it's crazy because it's not what I would have expected. So like the people that I happen to be around during the pandemic and my friends group and my people that like I interact with because they're who are on the fucking my platform and shit, they I got what they were saying about the pandemic and, how they felt about masks and shit. But I feel like what you were getting out in Cali was probably a way different story. Like, I feel like people were way more like, yo, you need to, like, buckle down and not be a selfish prick. Like, I feel like New York, that we still had that, like, nah, this is all kind of bullshit. Like, we're fucking, people, like, still had that, like, disrespect of it.
Oh, no, yeah. A lot of the people, that will either post something about, like, I saw someone call Joe Biden Hitler because he said masks are vaxxed. And it's like, you never lived in this city. Like,
right.
I did Uber. I did Uber 4 years in Los Angeles, 10,000 trips, and I saw that at its worst. Like, there was no traffic, it was a ghost town when it first hit, and like,
yeah, like end of the world shit.
Yeah, that shit bothered me. It's like, it might not have hit you that bad, but like, yeah, people are really dying,
Right. And when every week or you're at fucking, you have passengers, people saying family members die, people that like, I know that like the transition between when people like, hearing about it on the news versus like knowing somebody who had a relative that died from it, like that stretch of time when people were like, that's like the reality setting in, like, oh wait, actually somebody's grandma or somebody's whoever, that it's like the cases started hitting closer to home, and I think people got more serious about it. But I still feel like there was like not a just like a disrespect. I guess a disrespect for it is what I would call it, or just not a not seeing how not feeling that it was that serious. And then I think people took a step back and were like, oh fuck, maybe I shouldn't have said that, like type of thing, like because it's like then it's like people are getting like multiple cases of it. Like it's like, yeah, maybe you should stop saying COVID's not real. Like every time you say COVID's not real, you test positive for it. Like
definitely, yeah. So
it's like saying a fairy's not real. Like you fucking killing fairies. It's like
a fairy?
My mom's saying let Malcolm talk. All right,
oh,
mom. Go ahead. My mom's saying hi, okay. Malcolm and Mandy.
Hello.
She's been on 1 minute. She's already texting me talk shit.
Okay, so next time let's keep this short, you know. Okay, so we got the next topic is Donald Trump. I'm not saying anything. I'm gonna read a direct quote. I'm not saying anything, you know, like
we're not saying anything.
I'm not saying anything, you know, because people are gonna be in the comments.
Yeah, people are gonna be leaving this podcast.
Yeah,
you got 1 minute.
Shoot. Okay.
All right, this is somebody else's words, right?
This is a direct quote from Barack Obama. Okay. According to a new book, Obama called Trump a madman, a racist, sexist pig, that fucking lunatic, and a corrupt motherfucker. So, yeah. So next time, you know, anyone that wants to jump the bandwagon, you know, and go to one of those rallies, and you know, just know that. If you brought that to Los Angeles County or the Bronx, it's not happening. There is no rally there. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. You could, yeah, because he stood for that shit. He wrote a song "Fuck Donald Trump," you know, and like, so while, you know, in closed-minded states, while they had boat parades, you know, they had a block party in Los Angeles. Yeah, so that should hype me up, like, cause yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy that a huge fucking N motherfucker and to quote Barack.
Okay, so we got middle school. That's a good one, Amanda.
My mom's asking you to talk, and meanwhile you're the one with the topics. All right, well, middle school. I mean, I do have one story that sticks out that my stepdad repeats. Do you want to tell it? Do you know what I'm talking about? You happen to fall through the ceiling.
All right, so yeah, I was a bad kid, you know. Like I'm not ashamed of it.
I don't think we were bad kids. I mean, we were 12. Like let's in our like you don't have a full frontal lobe when you're 12 years old. Oh, we got an angry face. That's Marsha. Probably love it, and we love Trump. We know Marsha. It's all right. Everyone's got their opinion, Marsha. And Malcolm said his piece. We're good.
Everyone's got their opinion.
What exactly were they injecting? I don't know. Zachary Ryan Decker. What up? Go ahead. So you fell through the ceiling.
Yeah, so it was around 8th grade. Not name dropping, but yeah, we were just bad
But somebody
kids.
Instigated it. Okay.
Yeah, we were just bad kids. We stole a bunch of like snacks from the teacher's lounge. 5 of us, you know, and we put them in the ceiling tiles that you press up, right?
Yeah, the drop ceiling.
Yeah. So them fools hit it up there, and they were like, "Malcolm, let's get some snacks out." So I was like, "Okay, you know, I could use some Oreos or some shit. Like, you know, I don't got much money, you know, like shit, grow up poor / I wouldn't, you know, middle class. Like,
yeah, seriously, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm not blaming it on that, but you know, like shoot, I didn't have much lunch money.
Product of my environment.
So anyway, I climb up it, and every part of the ceiling structure comes down with me, like a 20-foot fall, you know.
I don't know how you were. Thank God you were okay.
So yeah, we got ratted out because yeah, my friend left screaming with me, you know, and I was like, "Shut up, dude!" Like, and then someone was like, "Oh, they came out of the bathroom screaming when the They call the police and shit. They call the pigs.
Oh
so.
my god. Yeah. Do you remember Brun being like, "Yo, kids get away with like actual crimes in school. Like, no, like you could get caught with like pot, and they're like, oh, okay, like it's no big deal. Like, but yeah, they fucking called the police. You had to talk to the actual police. Did they let you talk to your parents first, or did the pigs talk to you first?
Well, I got straight snitched out because they told the girl like, oh, we'll have a bagel party if anyone has any information, you know, and like I don't blame her, we're young and shit, you know, like, but I'm not cool with her. Like I know who it was.
Yeah, town is too small. Fucking.
Yeah, she was small. Okay. Next up we got Mastic Shirley.
What do I want? What do I want to say about it, or what do you want to say about it?
You go first, dude.
Well, what did you want to say about middle school?
No, it was just a good time. Yeah. I mean,
no, we had so much fun in middle school. Honestly, I remember you like drop cooking a hamburger. At one point. My mom says, "What dedication, Malcolm? What to getting the Oreos out of the that murderer? That how? I don't know what that means, Zach. And Robin saying hi to Bonnie. Go ahead. You got it.
We're on Mastic Shirley, right?
Oh, Mastic Shirley. Well, first of all, that was where my parents' first house was.
Nice.
So that was where when I was born, I went home to Mastic Shirley before we moved out to Center. When did your parents move out there?
My parents both grew up in Nassau County.
Okay.
But yeah, they moved out there. So I'm not sure the exact date, but yeah, they moved out to Center. We were younger, yeah.
He's saying that Mirador. What is the hat?
Marauder.
Oh, he's saying that Marauder hat. That's what Zach's saying.
He said that Marauder hat?
He said that Marauder hat.
Oh,
like I got it. He's hitting on you. I got it.
No,
I got you, Zach.
I don't know Zach, but shout out knowing who that is.
Yeah, that's my fucking. Remember when I texted you or called you and was like, "Yo, do you know like Billy Bob fucking bumfuck?" And you were like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "I'm hanging out with this kid, and I'm pretty sure you fucking Fry know his buddy." Like, no, it was just because you were you're literally the same fucking band, fucking same little genre, same little niche of fucking music. For sure, yeah. No, I know. That's who was living here. Not the one dude. This is another dude. He's a tattoo artist, actually.
Oh, that's what's up.
That was one of my things on my list. Because you have a lot of tattoos. You have a lot of art on you.
Yeah, I mean, I probably spent like close to $4,000. You know, I like tattoos.
You have a nice shit for $4,000. I would say I would have estimated you had more money on you than that.
No, like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, don't have too much, like, spare money for it, you know, but if I did, yeah, you know, get some more, because, like, yeah, I really like the culture of tattoos, you know, it's kind of just, it's a cool experience, you know, because, a lot of the artists that I've gotten tattooed by, like, know about hardcore, you know, like, my last piece I got in Santa Ana, California, and, the artist right away, like, as we were just talking hardcore, and, he was like, he's like, you know the band Billy Club Sandwich? And I'm just like, yo, like.
Do we just become best friends?
No, it's just
yeah, hell yeah.
It just kind of goes with it, same as, you know, like skateboarding too. Like a lot of the artists, you know, I've gotten pieces from, you know, like Rip It Skating and.
Yeah, it makes it part of like the legacy of having it on you, because like some people do like. You know, they like to get tattooed by all by one person, but you like you said, you make that connection with each person.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like, so you have art from all over the place on you. How old were you when you started getting tattoos? 18? Or younger than that?
Shoot, I think I waited till I was like 20, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think 20 years old.
Yeah.
Sorry with them, but we'll bring up this one quick just because we're on Mastic, but you know, the Hamptons.
Oh, the complete opposite of me.
the complete opposite of Mastic. And shout out Mastic Shirley.
Yeah, for being better than the fucking Hamptons. My mom is saying, Malcolm, where'd your parents grow up in Nassau? Because my mom and my dad are both from Nassau.
Oh, sick. My mother grew up in Port Washington, and
Ooh, classy broad.
no, I mean,
Okay,
no,
and your
she
dad?
didn't grow up. She didn't grow up rich, you know. Like,
Yeah, it's nice out there though. And what about your dad?
my dad grew up in Glen Cove.
Oh, okay. So they're both from up there.
Yeah.
Now, you have a small extended family, right? Like you don't have many like cousins and stuff.
Um, my uncle moved out to Oregon. I visited him out there.
Okay.
I liked it. I went snowboarding. We went to Mount Bachelor, and yeah, it was a cool spot out there.
That's he's got kids.
Yeah, he has a couple of kids, but most of my dad's family stayed in New York, and
That's your
same
mom's.
as my mom's family, except her sister moved to Texas. Shout out Texas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we went to.
I've never been out there.
No, we went to a wedding out there, and like, yeah, that's not a cheap state, you know.
Oh yeah, no, hell yeah.
Sick, yeah. Shout out Power Trip, you know.
Yeah. My husband's aunt was living out there, and she's back in New York now. But when she was in Austin,
Yeah.
she was like, "You guys gotta fucking come." She's like,
Yeah.
"You would love this fucking town." She's like, "The art, the music, the fucking." Because she was in Austin, and she was like, This is where it's at, yo. Like I've never been down there, but people rave about it. I don't see myself ever living out of New York per se, but I definitely would check that out. They have a lot of big festivals and shit.
Oh yeah, it's a cool state, but let's cross that one off with the Hamptons. But all I wanted to bring up with that is like I don't surf, you know. I've met a lot of people from out there. You know, I'm not trying to point fingers at no one, but like,
I surf when I
There's
fucking
really-
live in the Hamptons.
there's really no tattoo shops east of Center Mauritius. You know, shout out Resonance Tattoo.
Yeah, seriously, that's where I got my work done. But that's like
Yeah.
I know that's weird how that's kind of like a.
It's just I don't know if it deals with wealth, but anyway, yeah, I can count on two hands the people I met from West Hampton that like I'll vouch for. We're good people. There's a band called Brides.
Oh yeah.
From out there, and we played Amityville with them, and yeah, those were real good dudes, you know.
Are you in any bands currently?
Yeah. I started a project. Well, I got asked to join a project and started.
Yeah.
You know, but in LA called 5-7. And,
Okay.
Yeah. It's going cool. It's just I mean, it's getting better, but I don't want to say it's bittersweet jamming, but it's just kind of not the same, you know, because like you'll get kind of amped like to play the show, you know, and stuff, and it's just I don't know, it's just not the same, and there's a lot more space between practicing than there was, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Got next. We got Instagram.
Okay. Well, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
One of the things that you told me that made me think about like, kind of it differently. You were like, yeah, I don't like Instagram because like the followers versus the follow backs where like, where if you're friends on Facebook, it's that mutual connection right away. Like me and you decide to be friends on Facebook. We're friends on Facebook, but it's like, I could follow your shit on Instagram and you go, oh, I don't follow her back necessarily. Where it's kind of like a dick move to not follow people back. Like people that like when I see celebrities and they have like, well, not even celebrities, but I see normal people and they've got like thousands and they're like following like 100 people. It's like, you're a fucking dick. Like,
definitely not.
I just follow everybody and their fucking mother. Like, if you gotta fucking, I don't even care if you're a bot and you're following me. I follow your ass back. Like,
yeah, with me, the thing is, like, I set my page to private years back, and with me, it's just with the stories. Okay, they show you who's viewing it, right?
Right.
And like, I could give 10 fucks if like Chad Stay High from Ohio is viewing my shit. You know, like I don't want to see that. So I decline. You know, it's like I'd rather have less likes than see this fool's picture in his car, like flexing his BMW he didn't buy. Like, okay, what does that mean to me?
Yeah, I know. And it's so hard to not get ripped into this stuff because you see what people put out and it's like you said, it's not your car or it's your fucking car, but it's like your dad has money and you didn't fucking earn shit. Like people have no value and no understanding. It's like, oh, or you're like on a trip, but like in credit card debt, like, like you on, but yeah, like you're on a trip, but you don't understand that like you're gonna have to pay that money back, like. You know, people just live in fucking, you know, they have no idea. That's why I don't try to put any of my personal life like on this shit. Like, you know, when I do stuff, like if I'm out on a Saturday night, I don't post it. Like I post what I do on Friday for a comedy show, or if on Saturday night I'm doing a comedy show and it's a picture of me holding a microphone that I did a show, that I'll post. But like I don't post like, oh, just me, because then it's like maybe you who doesn't want your face every fucking where. I mean, you agreed to do this with me, but like maybe you don't want your fucking face everywhere, or maybe we're drinking and hanging out and that's not how we want to present ourselves. You know, that's another thing too. Like I like to keep my stuff with the comedy very professional. So like I'm not trying to have like all these like partying and all these, not that I party all the time, but I'm just saying like I'm not trying to have all this other shit. When you go on my page, I want you to see like, oh, she does stand-up comedy and these are her shows, and like I don't want you to have to figure out who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. And with the personal stuff, I just feel like I'll take pictures with friends and stuff, and I go, oh, it's just for me. Like this is for my like for me to have on my phone when I'm having a bad day. Like, oh, I do a lot of stuff pretty. You know what I mean? Like it's like a nice it's a nice way to look at like all the stuff you do. My stepdad calls it his hillbilly. I think his hillbilly diary is what he calls it. Yeah,
he's got this button like.
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah,
but not. Yeah, I feel that. But like, yeah, with your comedy pages, like, I have a different account too. You know, that's like not my personal, and yeah, just you know, I'll fall back. Like I don't care if you know Chad stays high. Like use that story because I won't even look.
Who cares? Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, but it's just when it's like. My personal thing is just like I don't know because you check it a few times like oh who viewed your story and,
yeah
like, I don't want to see that for once
yeah
you know?
I know it's like ew he has access to my shit yeah that's the thing like it's having all this access to people and like that's kind of that's what's like weird about it. Like I think I've said this on this show before, but like we were at a family reunion and it was my cousin Christy, it was me and Annie, and so me and my cousin that are both the same age, and then my cousin's niece who was like under 10 years old, like a little girl. And some of my comedy friends started saying like, oh, cute picture, hope you're having fun. Like what? First of all, like I don't like posting when I'm out of town while I'm out of town. So like this is posting that I'm not at my, like, I mean, granted I could be at a picnic fucking anywhere, but like I don't like to post that I'm out of town when I'm out of town. And then the other thing, it's like, my cousin, who I know is like super like sensitive about her kid's picture, I guess didn't realize when she tagged me, Facebook was like, oh, Mandy's public. It's a public picture. Like, hey, Facebook, hey, like didn't read the terms and conditions. And so I untagged myself from that photo because I was like, I don't want to even be connected because I know that my cousin doesn't even realize the ramifications of me being in the picture. And it being connected to my account, which is public, which is weird because like you said, having the private account, like I do have an Instagram that's private, but only like 100, like literally 100 people that I fucking know have it. Like it's not like these, like I said, bots and whoever the fuck else.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of bots. I hate the people that are trying to sell weed on there. It'll be like it'll be like Huntington Beach, Cali plug. Like, I don't want to buy your weed.
Yeah,
like,
I know. South.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Yeah, but, no, I know. I have so many 420 friendly fucking followers. It's like, yeah, but I don't need that. Like,
yeah, that's great. It finally legalized in New York because, like, you know, I've had homies like on probation or just like, you know, it's just super frowned upon. You know, like I came to one of the sports games stoned and I got like called out by the coach and shit, and it's just I'm glad that it's spread here because yeah, that's just really not even close to, you know, what the bad shit that's going around. So
yeah, I know. And like people need to take into account that like people drink openly around their kids and stuff. But and like I'm not saying you should be like openly fucked up around children, but I'm saying like the stigma and like the everything about weed and realizing that it isn't a fucking like doing a harder core of a drug And actually having access to it actually does make it a little less worse, because when you do demonize it with all that other shit, because it's not a gateway. If we're going to talk about gateway drugs, it's going to be alcohol as the gateway drug. Everyone tries alcohol before weed. Like,
yeah, just bad decision, like, I don't know. I just feel it should be opposite of what it was like when we were growing up, just like, oh, you guys are smoking dope. Nah, fool, we're smoking some regs with seeds in it, like, shit, I don't know. It's just, I'm just glad that it became like that. And, where we grew up, they opened a store called Smoke Beer on Main Street next to the Bagel Deli, and like I'm just stoked. I hope that they do well, because they're like selling bongs and raw papers. So I hope they do well.
And do they have like all the like cannabis product, the CBD products? Because that's what one of the places up here has now. They're doing all that CBD.
Yeah, I think that will all be extinct once the law fully goes into effect. Like, I
think those guys were probably setting up for when this shit's.
Yeah, they're just.
Those guys are just now they have their storefronts ready, probably.
Yeah, because I mean, I smoked one of those CBD joints like the other day, and
what were your thoughts?
No, I didn't expect much. Like, it was like a 1.5 gram joint.
Okay.
And I didn't get any like mental like, oh, I'm faded right now, but a lot of skateboarders. They're sponsored by CBD products because, like, like I felt not a body high, but just kind of like, just kind of felt good in my body. Nothing mental, Nothing, Nothing like, oh, I'm falling asleep.
Why, you're saying for like after a day of skateboarding, like being sore?
Yeah, I could see like, or people using it for sleep or insomnia. That's the same thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean not really. Well, it is. Jan Brenner. Hey Jan, my mom's saying hi. It's hilarious. I don't know what she's saying. I post when I'm out of town because they have nothing worth stealing. Oh, that's probably what my mom's laughing at. Bonnie says I post when I'm out of town because I have nothing worth stealing. Yeah, I know, Bonnie. I don't have anything worth stealing either. I'm just a fucking weirdo.
Oh no, it's gnarly. Yeah.
I just don't like people being I don't like being pinpointed at all fucking moments. Like, honestly, my mother-in-law, she was tagged in a photo when she was on a vacation too, and she was like, I don't want to fucking know that I'm on vacation. Like, there's palm trees in the back. They know I'm not gonna be home for a couple of hours. Like,
yeah,
like.
It's crazy. Yeah. When I was staying in Venice, yeah, the apartment I was in, just straight up, like, dude opened my door, it was like a burglary or whatever.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was home, I think I just got out of the shower, I was waiting to go to work, and he goes, oh, sorry. So I get up right away, and then he starts talking like, oh, I thought this was, my friend's house, sorry. And
well, thank God he wasn't being like fucking intrusive. Well, that's intrusive coming in your fucking house, but
yeah.
So he just backed out as soon as he saw that it wasn't vacant in there?
No, all he got away with was...
Oh, he still took something?
Yeah, my roommate's credit card, and he went to like a convenience store. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, yeah, there's...
What, he came in when it was talking to you?
He wasn't talking to me. All he said was, oh, sorry. And then when I opened my door and he was leaving...
he was a couple of steps ahead of you?
No, he was at the door already when, like, he saw someone was home. So
Fuck.
All he said was, oh, I was looking for my friend's house or whatever, and, yeah.
Yo, this ain't your friend's house.
Sure.
Yo, that's so scary, yo. I would honestly, I don't don't fucking break into my house, guys, because I would just fucking shoot somebody out of fear. I'd be like, they were in my house. Like, I don't, like honestly, I'd have to shoot somebody. That's fucking so scary. I love that video of the kid shooting the Florida kid who's like 12, and he's like that Florida man story. No, the kid saying that somebody broke into his house, and he's like, I'm gonna shoot you. He's like, I guess he didn't think I was serious, and he fucking the kid shot the dude in the leg, and then called the police and was like, yo, pick this guy up. He's freaking.
Did he get like a charge for it? Or?
No, the kid was fine. I'll show you the video afterwards. The kid is 11 years old, and he's a fucking badass. He's like, yeah, no, it's like, he's like, he shouldn't have been in my house. And Florida rule was like, yeah, no, he shouldn't have been, because the kid said, I'm gonna fucking shoot you, get out of my house. And the kid goes, I guess he didn't think I was serious. And Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Um, yeah, I've got a couple of notes here.
Hell yeah, and mine's done.
Yeah, like I remember the last day you were a preteen. So this is the day before your birthday. You're gonna be 13 the next day, and you were like, "Oh man, this is my last day. I'm a preteen. Like I feel like I gotta like take a shit in Billy's room or something." Like
Thought we wasn't name dropping.
that's your older brother. We could drop his name.
Shout out Billy.
Shout out to Billy. Billy just became a dad, so that makes you an uncle.
Yeah,
Have you met the baby?
Tio Malcolm, I haven't yet. But,
Okay, and it's a little girl, right?
Yeah, shout out my brother. He after school he moved out to Philadelphia. You know that's one of my favorite cities I've been. You know, it's,
Philly's nice, man.
Yeah, it's a real cool city, and yeah, him and his wife they got a house now. You know, worked hard for it, and you know that shit inspires me. You know, because like I hate to bring up the Hamptons again, but some fool from there moved out to Brooklyn, and his parents were paying his whole note. You know, like he wasn't even working. You know, and like
must be nice to be like 25 or like 30 years old and like still have your parents pay for like your phone and shit. No, like that's fucking crazy. Like I don't know, you parents are fucking stupid, I guess.
No, it's just like it's enablers too, you know.
No, that's total enabling. That's totally like because, dude, when like your kid doesn't know how to work, like your kid's not contributing to society. You know, like that because that's your point, right? It's like you're out there and
that's the problem, you know, and especially like I don't know, like want to talk about. I don't even want to bring up gentrification or anything about that, but to me, that's the problem because when I was doing Uber, the people that were the least respectful, just were just the trust fundies. Or what'd you call them?
Yeah, trustafarians.
Yeah, just trustafarians. You know,
yeah, because that's like living off a trust, some trust fund that's not yours that you don't even understand. Maybe even your parents don't understand it. Maybe that's why like some of this is so delusional because like the parents don't even understand because their parents wiped their, you know what I mean? I guess the money's so old or something. I don't understand it because my family, like I said, my family they worked from paycheck to paycheck, didn't know how to save. Honestly, I only learned how to save money from Glenn because his mom is a total squirrel with money. She was like, no, we save all the money, like all the money gets saved, like, and so I understood that I never wanted to be poor again. And I understood he was like, oh, you go and get a fucking Walmart credit card and then you start building your credit and then you can start, you know, and then we bought a car together and paid the car off. Like we started doing things that would build our credit and like that was never explained to me in school. That was never like my parents didn't. Credit cards always are explained like once you're in credit card, you get debt. Like credit card's always bad, but you actually need credit to show that you're a legitimate, you know, that you fucking can pay something back. Exactly. But you have to not pay. You have to not spend outside your means, which is really hard for people. Like I'm honestly like not like other women in that I buy most of my clothes are used, and I really don't have like a fucking shopping problem. Like most women have a fucking, even on the apps now, like even through Facebook, like the amount of fucking clothing and stuff they try to sell me. And they know what I like because they fucking like Target, like all the stuff is super like what I would wear. But I'm like, yo, no, I'm not going to just fucking spend money on this like bullshit. Not even like well-made shit, you know?
Yeah, no. I like the thrift stores a lot. Like in LA, they got Goodwills, and yeah, you get just killer deals on like pants and stuff that could have been washed once or some shit, you know, or just like I don't know. It's just a lot of the stuff, you know, is crazy. Like spending like $150 on a T-shirt, you know, that says like a bathing ape. Like, what does that mean to me, dog?
A bathing ape? What does that mean?
It's one of those companies. No, I'm saying like it's one of the gassed up companies, like a bathing ape or I don't know.
Oh, I never even heard of that. That's like what? That's like Supreme or some other bullshit.
It's in that hype.
Okay, stuff, like $80 for a fucking T-shirt or some shit. Yeah. Cedric saying, "Hey, what up, Cedric?" He is writing Mandy, I'm out of town. I don't know. what you talking about? And yes, Bonnie, I do like my privacy. Cedric said he might come out to New York to see some fucking comedy, which I would fucking love. Cedric, yeah, fucking do it, man.
Where's Cedric say it?
I want to say, are you out in Michigan, Cedric?
Sick.
Where are you coming from? So yeah, we were talking about, being friends since we were fucking kids. We did some stupid shit. We launched you, in a shopping cart off the top of a building. That was the beginning of we were like, we could be Jackass. Too, right?
That was the influence. Shout out Ben Margera.
Yeah, thank you for
I know he's not
putting my
well.
Dude. Yeah,
it's sad. Yeah, no.
Steve-O went like a little ham on him.
No, they didn't want him in the new movie, and it's just because a lot of them, they got sober and stuff. So
right.
It's like if Bam's still acting out like that, he took it to heart though. Like, oh, they don't want me in the new Jackass, but no, that's a legend. But yeah, that's the reason we filmed me getting pushed off that roof, is because I saw CKY and Jackass, and I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah, I know, and we got it. So you got your mom's camera or whatever, and literally we're like filming all day, like being dumbasses, and then we get to this big final stunt, and the shit dies as soon as you I'm like, all right, play, and we don't even get it on film. The camera just totally died because the batteries were whatever the batteries were in that fucking year. What was that? 2002? I'm gonna say 2000. Yeah. Oh, Cedric's in. Oh, it's in Florida. Oh, good thing you didn't hear the rant earlier about how horrible Florida was. No, we were just talking about New York to Florida. But you're not from Cedric. You're not from Florida initially. All right. So he's down in Florida. Oh man, you'd make that trip all the way up here? Hell yeah. How about when they spend $80 to $125 in jeans and then they cut them up? Yeah.
How about when they wear skinny jeans with Jordans and sag the ass? That was never a thing growing up, and then I see it now and I'm like, yo.
Yeah, sagging ass on skinny jeans, yo.
Put some Jinkos on, yeah.
Yeah, decide what your ass is doing. Oh, and now he's saying Texas. We're just shouting out every city. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's originally from Texas. That's what it is. Yeah, okay. That's it.
I shouted out Texas, yeah, because I just had a friend in New York moved back from Florida. I don't know what part. Shout out Miami. I have some real friends from there.
Oh yeah. Miami's cool, dude.
Yeah. But what was it? Oh, he came back from Florida, and his definition of why he came back is that place is hot garbage. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's not hate though. Let's
No, it's all good. I wanted to rattle off a couple of the differences between New York and Cali. In terms of food, music events. What are some stark differences between out here and out there? When you moved out there, when you were like, yo, this does not go on. What were some things good or bad that were totally different?
Oh no, because I meet people all the time doing Uber that some female from New Jersey, and she was like, oh, I asked her where she was from, and she said, oh, I'm from Harlem, and right away I asked her some questions about it. And she goes, oh, well, I've lived there long enough to be considered a local. She said 10 years, and I say to myself 1 star, I don't care what else you say, no, you don't move somewhere later in life and claim that shit. I'll never claim LA. If I go to a Dodgers game, I'll wear a blank hat before disrespect someone, but nah.
Yeah, you don't get to choose where you're from, bitch.
Oh no, you don't. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But no, they're both similar. Like I was saying before, the reason they're both expensive is just the amount of food, the amount of events, the amount of culture diversity, as there is in both places. That plays a big part as opposed to someone that moves to I don't think anyone on the feeds from what place was it called? Indiana.
That isn't Marsha Fitzpatrick.
No one on the feed's from Indiana?
No, Marsha Fitzpatrick is from Indiana.
She's from Indiana.
But I think she left when you were fucking dissing Trump, yo. We don't
Okay.
have garbage men here. They're called sanitation engineers. Yeah, there's a I don't know where that came from. And Robin's a bell bottom gal.
Those are cool. Those are cool names.
I know Robin. She's always got crazy boots too. She's got an awesome sense of style.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we were inspired by Jackass. Well, one of the things that I actually saw, one of the posts was Steve-O saying, dude, your only thing was like all we wanted you to do was not get fucked up. And he was like, they were elementary and me not getting fucked up and me getting sober and like we do this out of love. Like
No, he got
it was
placebo,
yeah, no, I thought that was really cool. That he had said that. We were talking a little bit earlier about how you and I were like the beginning of like MySpace and cell phones and all that stuff. Like, how do you feel like that is it's obviously influenced us like our cyber footprint growing up. But how do you feel like it was different? Because we were kind of like the last of the Mohicans. Like, when did you get a computer in your house? Like, when did you get a cell phone?
It's way different. As far as it like hardcore shows, a lot of people like I might grab like a story clip, like quick 15-second, one per band, no like.
I know the hour long.
Yeah, some people film the whole entire set, so like I could give 3 fucks if that fool gets socks in the face for doing that, because like you could watch it on YouTube, at least bob your head or just, like I don't know, it's like unless you have a professional camera, like you're not seeing the Misfits live at a stadium, where I don't know, you're in the crowd at like a $10 show and just like I don't know, there's someone filming that show that it's going to be professionally done on YouTube, like just enjoy the concert. And that's what bothers me about technology is just it used to never be like that. Like when Warped Tour was all punk, it was just like, there's no one doing that shit.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. The living in the moment part of it. And I think that's probably why when I go to live music events, like there's no pictures of me because there's no pictures from when we were kids. And so I brought that mentality to like going to jam bands and going to concerts like as I got older where I'm like, no, my phone is literally like a lifeline in my pocket. It's not a fucking camera. It's not a video fucking, like you said, I'm not a fucking professional videographer. Yeah. And like I would put my phone in my fucking bag and I have no pictures of like all the fucking shit I've been to. And I'm so short. I'm like, I'm not going to get a good fucking picture of the fucking stage right now. Like, just fucking enjoy the lights down here, Mandy, and just fucking enjoy the tunes. Save your battery life for fucking Uber Eats later or some shit. Like,
shout out Uber Eats, yeah. Like,
now does Uber like just go between Uber and Uber Eats, or you have to fucking be an Uber Eats person?
You could put it on, and they put on like incentives and all that stuff, but I don't think I'll get back into it just in the sense of I've seen so many accidents, so many, Karens blow a light in Hollywood and get wrecked, like.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy to me, like, just like motorcycle accidents. So as far as like transportation, I would feel much safer doing it on the highway if I get back into that field.
Yeah.
As opposed to just back streets, because that's where I've even gotten lucky. I've had to slam on my brakes on the way to the airport to avoid getting wrecked. So it's just
I know it's so scary because there's so many times that I avoid accidents and I'm like, if I wasn't paying attention, like which I am not sometimes, fucking guys, like that could have been really bad. Like people just assume that people see them or people don't realize like. Yeah, no, the driving is bad. Like it really is like dangerous, and especially when it's a job. Like, and it's crazy out there. Like the roads and shit, are fucking the highways are like crazy.
Yeah, there's a couple. It's from downtown LA, and it goes like the Pasadena area, and it's like literally it's not straight at all. So like, yeah, I had to like learn how to drive that shit. That was a gnarly freeway, but yeah, shout out Pasadena. It's a Brooklyn neighborhood.
Hell yeah. Now you're just back visiting. So your place back there, you're gonna find a new place, or you have your place on hold?
No.
Where you were staying?
No. Since I left Venice, the last 2 years, I've lived as a minority, just as far as in Huntington Park, Boyle Heights, Norwalk, Signal Hill, and I've just learned a lot like in that experience. But I feel the most comfortable in those areas as far as the predominantly everyone's from LA in the neighborhood. So like I don't know, that's the best people I've met. It's not the people I met in LA that all moved there from Washington or somewhere. It's the new project I'm in 557. Every single person's from Los Angeles.
Hell
And
yeah.
it's just I don't know. I'd rather do that than there's a place called Silver Lake that's predominantly people that moved there. Playa Vista or something, and that's the worst Uber customers I've had. So that's made me think like, okay, I want to, stay in a more blue collar area, working class, than a trust fundy paradise. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, because it's all the people going out there with the LA mentality
Oh,
versus
fuck
the
that
fucking
shit.
people
Yeah.
who like grew up there and like
No,
are
yeah,
LA.
straight up, and the people that move to New York too. Like, if you come with that mentality, I hope you get weeded out. Like, shit, like, I don't know. It's just that's what bothers me is just like I said about that lady that said, "Oh, I'm from New York. I'm from Harlem." Like that hurt me. Like
Yeah. Don't be claiming.
yeah, Karen, you are from New Jersey.
Yeah. Well, what's his face? Nick Swartzen does a bit about that where he's like, because he's from I forget where he's from. I think he's from Minnesota. So
Yeah.
he's saying like basically you could say you're from anywhere like around the fucking Great Lakes, and he's like, yeah, you're fucking whatever. But he's like, people from Philly are fucking harsh, yo. Like yeah, like he'll be like, yo, where are you from? And like someone will name like a fucking street, and they're like, you're not from fucking Philly, guy. Like that ain't fucking Philadelphia, guy. Like yeah, okay, guy. Like and he's just like he does this little thing there, like yeah, that's not Philly. Like yeah, that's like 2 blocks south of Philly. Like we don't consider that Philly.
What is it? Oh no, there's a part out there where like it's cool, but cool. Is it called Frogtown or Fishtown? What is it called? You ever heard of it?
Oh, in Philly? Yeah, no, I don't know.
Okay, but yeah, I got that vibe there that it was like, okay, a lot of these people aren't from Philadelphia, but you go to South Philadelphia and yeah. Like,
Yeah, like the true,
yeah.
the true Philly heads. So we just have 2 minutes left. Do
Okay.
you have anything that you would want to say?
I put shout outs on my thing at the bottom, but I'm not
yeah,
about to do that because I know I have like friends that say like, oh, we were gonna check this shit out, but like I guess you know who you are, like.
Hell yeah! If you're watching this show because of Malcolm, thank you.
Appreciate that.
We appreciate you.
First podcast,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, shout out everyone keeping it real. Shout out everyone that's not, shit talking where they grew up because they moved to Florida.
Yeah, seriously, don't forget where you're from, guys.
Yeah, exempt because there's a couple Florida bands I like, and I didn't mean to write it off like that, but like they'll have some festivals out there, and just like you'll see in the clips, it's just people from other states like going off in the pit. So like, but yeah, real quick, shout out Axis Florida Hardcore, shout out 3 Knee Deep, shout out Body Box, and shout out Remembering Never. They were like more metalcore, but yeah, shout out Remembering Never.
Hell yeah. And now 5-7, your new project, where can we find them or where can we follow them? Is there anywhere on the internet that's easy to find them on?
I don't want us to get checked out. Yeah.
All right. He's not ready yet.
No, it's just like, I don't know. Like,
all right. When you're ready, that's fine. That's fine. See, I'm a comedian. We put our garbage shit all over the fucking internet. We trash this shit up, yo.
No, like, no one's trying to be like rock stars. No one's, we're not trying to blow up.
They're not trying to blow up. They're trying to stay underground, guys. So if you can find 5-7, yo, you're where it's at. And if not, fuck you, because you don't deserve to even fucking know what 5-7 is. Malcolm, thank you so much for your time, man.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, fucking awesome. Good shit, guys. Thanks for hanging with us. We appreciate you. Get home safe, guys.